Teachers of Reddit, what are some of the weirdest things you've confiscated from a student? A Ziploc bag of pink Crayola crayons that he sliced perfectly into small discs with a razor blade. He was trying to market them in the hallways as hallucinogenic pills. A homemade arrow made with a pencil and a modified razor blade. A nugget of weed wrapped in tinfoil that a kid stole from his dad when he was mad at him. A sugar glider. Kept hearing a high-pitched squeak in class. Noticed she had a small animal in her jacket pocket when it decided to poke its head out. I teach little ones, so nothing nearly as risque as some of the others in this thread. I've confiscated handcuffs, a wrench, baby bottles, and a variety of bugs and small animals the kid has caught out at recess. A colleague confiscated an adult movie from a 5-year-old. The kid didn't know what it was, didn't even know that it was a videotape or anything about it. It just looked cool, the tape itself, he didn't know of the content. In music class this kid Oliver pulls out a Matchbox car and starts playing. Teacher takes it, turn around places it on piano, turns back. He's already gotten the next one out of his pocket and it back to playing. So she took it again. Rinse repeat. Funniest shit ever to an 8-year-old, we laughed so effing hard. I taught English in South Korea for a year. One time I caught a kid doing the old comic book inside a textbook routine. I was surprised. I didn't know kids did that. After laughing I confiscated his comic book. A raccoon penis toothpick. He kept poking other kids with it. Sigh. I had to confiscate an 11th grader's laptop because she was going to mature themed chat rooms during class. Specifically ones for married men looking to chat with young girls. Yee. Then, after she wasn't allowed to bring her laptop or phone to school anymore, she later got banned from school CHROMEBOOKS* for doing it again. She was not very bright. When teaching pre-K I had to confiscate a grenade. There was very serious confusion and terror when I saw him and told my aide that Timmy is holding a grenade. No, not a toy. Timmy, name confidential, what do you have there, buddy? He tells me excitedly that it's a grenade. I asked him where he got it and he said he found it in the trees by his house. You know, as you do in Midwest America, just find grenades in the trees. I made him give it to me immediately. It turned out to be hollowed out, and I believe it was a WWII pineapple grenade. His mom called maybe 4 hours later to tell us, hey, I forgot to mention Timmy wanted to bring his grenade to school. Y'all can just put it in his cubby. She also explained that he just found it. I still can't believe that happened. How do you just find a grenade? Why do you let your child bring it to school? So many other questions. It wasn't exactly a confiscation. Some of my students thought it would be a good idea to bring me 2 chickens. 2 live chickens. They knew my daughter had a pet duck that had recently died, so this was their idea to help us get past the grief. I had to keep them in a carrier in my classroom closet in the dark, just so they would be quiet, the chickens, not the kids. By the end of the day I found a kid with a grandmother that had a farm. She took the chickens home. Edit, here's her duck in better days link. Small Tupperware container of swamp water. Camp counselor here. We have permission to go through bags to confiscate prohibited items like food and electronics and knives. One girl had a Tupperware full of what looked like the oldest peanut butter imaginable smeared all over the Tupperware. I brought it to my coworkers and we all tried to smell it, but it smelled different to all of us. Literally no clue what this shit was. Asked the girl about it one day and she goes, that's my plant, like it's obvious. Apparently it was some kind of fungus or algae to apply to sunburns. Edit, it's in the woods. They can't keep food on them because of bears and other wildlife. We aren't starving them, I promise. Not confiscated but actually given as a gift. A bag of her hair. A bag of every strand of hair she's had cut since birth. Not a teacher, but a kid brought a human skull to school. I think the teacher just had a conversation with him about it. Edit to answer some questions. The skull was real. The kid was a baddie. His folks were more likely meth cooks than doctors. It didn't get donated. The school in question was near a rural mountain area where a lot of people lived who wanted to be left alone. The provenance of the skull was, at the most conservative, dubious. A pencil with a bunch of glued on dick-shaped confetti. A taxidermied kookaburra. She'd taught herself how to do it from books. It was not done well. Edit, just to clarify, apparently it was dead, having been hit by a car when she found it. Student was trying to stick a large suction cup dildo, like the ones you use in the shower, to another student's locker. He actually asked what the problem was. A white lacy thong from a kindergartner, she was wearing it on her head. A vitamin B12 vape pen. Didn't know they existed. It was a 9-year-old. In class. My friend had his toasty machine banned, just when he started to make a profit. Didn't confiscate anything, but I'm a sub, and a few weeks ago, I was at a rough school, and I heard one kid whisper to another kid, "Hey, I'd like to place an order." Shit. So, I'm keeping an eye on him, and then another kid says, "Oh yeah, I need some too." I ask them what they're doing. The kid taking the order says pizza. Sure. Anyways, I continue to eavesdrop. At one point, he's on his iPad, and I sneak behind him to see what he's looking at. He is straight up on the Domino's website. I guess he had just gotten a job there, and was using his discount or something, which I'm pretty sure his boss wouldn't be happy with, but it wasn't what I thought it was. Great, you made it to the end. Now smash that like button, and subscribe for even more videos like this one.